Bitcoin broke a really crucial support range, and now the question is this just another fake out, or will we continue to go lower from here? And what are the levels that we have to watch here in the imminent short term, and what has the dollar index with all of that to do? If you think that's interesting, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, you like this video, and also activate the bell. And now let's directly jump into today's content. I still have a frog in my throat from being sick. It's really annoying. Anyway, so here on the DXY chart on the dollar index happened something that I was not really anticipating over the weekend, and that is that we are breaking here higher right now, but we are running here immediately into a resistance level, and we are not breaking it for the time being. We are really sitting on that resistance level right now at 103.4 points, okay, 41 points right now, and I really hope that the DXY will get rejected from there to the downside, because we have now broken this bear flag here that we were forming here on the DXY, which we normally should have not broken, because it's a bear flag, should break to the downside, and we are running here into resistance. So, but if that resistance level is broken, then the next stop could be all the way up here at 104.36 or 105.63, and these are levels that we don't want to see, because that means people are running into the dollar for security and out of risk assets, and that's something that we don't want. We want that the dollar is dropping so that people go in risk on assets and put money in crypto. Of course, Bitcoin can run uncorrelated while the dollar is going up, but yeah, for quite a while Bitcoin is not doing that, for a couple of years actually already, and yeah, that's why we have to watch that. And I just hope that we're gonna get here a fake out, because that's the most likely scenario, that we get here a fake out to the upside. Somehow we maybe go a little bit higher, come back and break then here into lower levels. When we are looking then on to Bitcoin here on this chart, you can see the triple bottom is still there. We are just going boringly sideways and doing nothing here. So under that resistance level of $29,676. And there is right now the possibility that Bitcoin will come down back into this support range where we formed the triple bottom and gets from there a bounce. So it would be technically then a how is that called again? A quadruple? Yeah, it would be then a quadruple bottom, which is not usual. But yeah, that seems to be in the cards right now, because Bitcoin can just not break above $29,450. That is the resistance that we have to break. And yesterday, a buy market open in the US, we actually went lower, and it was unexpected because I was expecting that we go higher. But yeah, we went lower, people went short. I guess everybody that went short on Friday took profits, and then we came back up into that resistance, and now we are going back down again. So we're still more or less in that range. But when we're going here to some other charts, here on the 1 hourly, for example, it would have wicked us into our trade setup here. Is that today? Yeah, today, this morning, it would have wicked us into our trade setup, and now we are close to the stop loss of it. So I'm not sure if that is holding. I was sleeping. I did not get into that trade. Fully transparency here, guys. So I'm not in that trade because I missed it. And one of the reasons I think why we were not moving higher is, for once, the dollar index, because that went up, and also that cluster here, that is right now still resistance for the Bitcoin price. And in my opinion, that is undeniable by that big green wick that we are seeing here, that went into a slight profit on the trade and then came straight back down. So that's why we have to be cautious here, because there is a risk that we go here all the way down to $29,200, and if we lose that small cluster here on the 1 hourly chart, then we will go lower, closer to 29K, and I think that might be what we will be most likely doing, so that we will break that low that we created here today, something like this, and then go up. So that would bring us back down to $28,800, $900, something like that. It looks like that this is right now the most likely outcome overall. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade or if you want to learn how to trade, then go to my website, amcrypto.us. There you find my courses and also my mentorship program. It is one of the best in the world. I can tell you this. I have over 2,000 past students. They are all successful and it's so jam-packed. I spent months on compiling that course. So you should definitely go and check that out. And of course, if you know already how to trade, but you don't have a BYBIT account, then go here to that specific link. Take part in the trading competition of BYBIT. Go to AMC Winners, to the squad. Join our squad. And also grab your $30,000 absolutely in free bonuses, but only with my links. So now let me show you why I'm so concerned here right now for Bitcoin. And that is here, remember that former support and then resistance zone. And here support, support. And again here support. That range that we were trading in, for how long we were trading in that? Let me quick check that. So we were in that range trading. No, we were longer in that range here. Yeah, only here in that $100 range, we were almost 5 days trading. So now we are out of that range, and that is not a good sign. And it looks like that we are getting right now rejected from trying to break back into that range. And if we get a rejection here in the next, let's say with the next 4-hourly candle, and we are not within that range above $29,380, and we see a rejection to the downside, get ready for $29,000 in my opinion. So sorry, I have actually to change the Monday open, because the Monday open is now somewhere else. The Monday open is here, this one. Monday open is here, this one. So we are still above the Monday open price. That is at least some relief that we are above that. If we would be on a Monday immediately under that, that would be also not good. But for the time being, we are above that. We are also above that support line here. Still have that level of support. In red, that is kind of keeping us afloat to try to break back into the range here. But yeah, like I said, if we lose that, then I really believe that here, this support will be the one that we will go to. So, and if that is happening, if we lose the Monday open price, you can scalp short this to the downside. It will be not a really big trade, I can tell you that. But like I said, you can scalp short that. So if you would scalp short that, say something like this. Risk to reward is 3-to-1, almost a little bit more. That's absolutely fine. You have here 1% to the downside, 0.3% to the upside as a stop loss. If you use your 25x leverage, so you might lose 7.5%, but you gain 25% to the downside. So that is again a trade with taking because 25%. But like I said, that would be a really quick scalp. So and I don't believe that we go any lower than that. So that is something. Let me actually keep that here for tomorrow and let's see what's going to happen here. But I really believe from what I'm seeing right now that Bitcoin might go one more time lower before we finally get sent to the upside. Also here on the CME chart, I was expecting a CME gap over the weekend, which we did not create. And now we're about to break the level from that we opened from today. And also here you can see we have a higher low structure. And here we have a lower high structure. So that is also not really good, but and it forms here also kinda that bear pennant because we come out of an uptrend. And here, yeah, by the end of the month, Bitcoin has to make a decision also on the CME chart, either to break to the upside or to the downside, if we are not breaking before that already to the downside. So if you just look here on that pennant, there you see the bottom is $29,000, and on a spot chart, that is under $29,000 by $100, $200. And that's why I'm saying there is right now that potential that we actually go to these levels. Also here on the 12-hourly chart, If we lose here the middle Bollinger Band on the 12-hourly chart, which is now exactly sitting at the price that we are at $29,375, $80. If we lose that, then also that support zone here, that box will be the most likely target. I'm not saying that we have to reach it, but the bears will try to get there. And in my opinion, there is still here this upwards trending line. I think it's coming in kind of like this. Yeah, not really. So I have to adjust it a little bit. Makes it actually worse. So here you also see $28,700 might be a touch point for that multi-month upward sloping support line. And that is, yeah, that could be also one of the targets to the downside. So we have to be prepared if we further lose here that box, that we might go lower in the immediate short term. I still believe over the next couple of weeks, as closer we get to the end of the month, that we're going to see a move to the upside. But for the time being, we have to live with the short term that we might go a little bit lower. But I also going to tell you something. Tomorrow I'm going to talk a little bit more about altcoins, because I think even though Bitcoin goes down, that the altcoins going to shine in that move to the downside. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'm gonna see you then again tomorrow.